Dear my strongest viewers, I am sitting in front of the bookshelf where it all started, still full of books that I have not read. Some say that there are still books on this shelf that have not been read since my first ever YouTube video, which was 3 years ago. 3 years on YouTube! Sometimes I feel like my videos would be better if I just hired an editor that knew what the we're doing.
Maybe if you didn't get a degree in art history, maybe you would have a job and you could afford one. You flat butt cunt.
Now, I'm not going to talk about every book on my bookshelf that I've not read because that would be too long, and I already feel like I'm tiptoeing this video being very boring. So,
There's jingle jangle jingle jangle.
but first, we're going to talk about this book, The Odyssey. I read it last March, and I thought it was not good. Don't hurt me. I didn't think it was okay. How do I explain this without, because if the wrong person watches this video and hears me say that, I could get doxxed. Okay, so everything I just said about doing the video in front of the bookshelf, lie. Just a lie. We're actually going to do it in this, what would you call this? The Odyssey! Yay! The Odyssey! Yay! We love the Odyssey! Yeah, so I read this last March because I actually had this book for a while, and I was like, oh, this is the year. This is the year that I read it. Mainly because I haven't read the Iliad. And I was like, well, I'm not going to buy the Iliad. Is it Iliad or the Iliad? It does not matter. The Iliad, but I'm not going to buy it if I do not read the Odyssey first. It is not a traditional book. And I knew that. I should know that it's not a traditional book. It's a poetry type book. But it really did not prepare me for it. Really, I thought because I read Dante's Inferno, I was like, I can read poetry books. No, you can't, Livy. No, you cannot. It's very much written and is an oral tale written into words. Also, I'm not a Greek mythology girly. I'm really not. And so I don't get the Greek gods. I don't get Athena. I don't understand why they're all powerful, but they can't intercept at any time. She's like, oh, something needs to be done about these suitors. Why don't you go down there and tell them to stop? Just go, hey, stop. Because and here's the thing, I could forgive that maybe there's some reason that they can't do it. You know what? But then at the end of the book, when the townspeople are about to fight Odysseus for killing all the suitors, she appears and goes, you guys gotta stop. So you could have done that the entire time and you just didn't. And here's the thing, it might just be, it's just as phallic. And here's the thing, it might just be the translation that I read. I just couldn't vibe with. That being said, because I have this really pretty cover. I am getting the Iliad in the same cloth cover, so I'm just going to have to deal with the translator. We're going to talk about books that I have not read, but I have bought. Starting out with the most common, it was for a good deal. I have a problem. I truly do have a problem when it comes to secondhand books. I found this little secondhand shop close to me that they sell paperback books for like 50 cents to $1. And I'm ruined.
I'm ruined. I have nothing left except Spider-Man.
So recently, actually like last week for my birthday, I went there and got a bunch of books. I got The Notebook, which I actually think this is going to be the next one I read. So maybe it'll get read. Even though I have books that I bought before this that need to be read, but I'm going to probably read The Notebook next. Best of Oscar Wilde, because I don't know. I really like The Importance of Being Earnest. I really like The Picture of Dorian Gray. I really like Homosexuals. The Midsummer Night Dream. And Comedy of Error. Error? It says error. Do you know how to read? Maybe this is why you're not reading books, because you can't read. But I bought these because textbooks. But textbooks that I personally bought because I thought they were going to enrich me, and they don't. This is Spanish stories in dual language because I have been trying to learn Spanish for 6 years and I don't know shit. You see, let me open this up and try to read it to you. Where is it? Where is it? I'm trying to find a stopping point.
Hey, editor Livy again. Yeah, I'm not gonna play the rest of that clip because I'm pretty sure me trying to read/speak Spanish is considered a war crime for unethical torture. So
I love Q&As because I am not creative. I am definitely someone who likes to bounce ideas off of people. It's kind of the only reason why I would ever want more followers, is so I could get comments. I love comments. I love seeing feedback on what to do. I am a sheep. Like last year when I did this video with the questions, it kind of forced me to think in much more interesting ways to respond, not just verbally, but also physically. Yes, but only on Tuesday. Anyway, here's some questions I received from my lovely viewers. Are you a god? I really like this question because it reminds me of the original idea for this channel, that Livy is not normal. Not that I'm normal in the real life sense, but Livy was supposed to be like a Adam Family type of character who was also me. I am a constructed version of how I want people to see me. This is not exclusive to being a creator. I think that all people have somewhat of a character that we play around people. Like, I have a hard time believing that the Olivia at my job is the same Olivia at home. Hell, I think the Olivia that is in the car from my home to work is a different person than the Olivia that drives from my job to my home. They just don't have personal names. Or maybe I just really need to up my meds to help with my depersonalization. Do you think that when an egg becomes mustard, the waterfall flows up? See, this is why I would like a bigger pool of questions. Because, what the fuck? Also, you can't say eggs and mustard in the same question and not make me start craving deviled eggs. Gosh, I really could go for some deviled eggs. That's not even a joke. I love deviled eggs. Why are oranges orange? Because they contain a vitamin called conrotinoids. But you might be thinking, how do we see this vitamin? Because humans can perceive wavelength ranges from about 380 to 750 nanometers. And an orange wavelength ranges from 590 to 620 nanometers. And that is as much as I can explain. Go watch Neil Tyson. Or Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill. What's the meaning of life? Honestly, probably around and finding out. Poke something with a stick and see if it moves. That's the meaning of life. Why doesn't my cat look like a cat? It could just be a weird looking cat. Like Jimothy, the raccoon. See how I made this topical, and so now I can put that in the tags? I'm really up to date. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I got. Here's to more. Here's to 3 more years on YouTube, which would make a total of 6 years, which would be 2028. It's gonna be a sick year. Wicked. No. It would be 2029 because I'm adding 3 years onto this year. I wonder who I'm going to be. You think I'm going to be better at math? You think I'm finally going to solve who Jack the Ripper is? Oh, gosh damn. There's a bottle of... Ew! There's like mold growing in this bottle of Gatorade. Oh my gosh. I need to clean my freaking closet. Shit.
Song of appreciation. I wanna thank you so much for commenting on my videos and giving me a question that I can answer. Because like I said, I'm very uncreative and I like answering comments. Also, I'm very lonely. Very, very lonely. I only have 16 cats surrounding me at all times. So I really appreciate your questions. I hope you have a wonderful day.